Happy Thursday, everyone! It's me, Brian Jew, and you're listening to The Driving on TBS EFM. We're in the middle of November, which means we're also in the middle of Movember. That means that Eugene can finally shave his mustache in just 15 days. Yes, the Lord heard my prayers. Finally, he can shave that off because he's starting to look like a truck driver from like down south somewhere in the States. Anyways, remember that he's actually doing Movember for a charity. He's not just doing it to look cool or anything because he knows coolness isn't in his upper lip right now. So if you want to check out this charity, the MAC Foundation, you can find their page on Facebook by searching for MACK Foundation. You can look up everything it's all about. So, what's today's show about? It's a secret. It's a mystery. No, but really, it's a secret. It's about a secret agent, and I don't want to talk about it too much. That's not the song. I mean, that's not the show's good about. But the song we're gonna play is from a secret agent movie. Once you hear it, you're gonna know it because the name of the song is the name of the movie. So this is Wayne, requested by Wayne and Brian Jew, Singapore, with Skyfall by Adele. Check it out. Welcome back to The Drive-In with your boy Brian Jew. We're on TBS EFM 101.3 in Seoul and the surrounding areas, and GFN 98.7 in Gwangju, and then 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, here are a few ways you can get in contact with us. You can call the studio at 02-778-1013. Send us a text for sharp 1013 for a charge of 51. Or send us an email at efmdrivein@gmail.com, or simply send us a tweet at EFM Drive-In. We also have a webpage at tbsefm.soul.kr, and click on the Drive-In. You can see pictures, comments from other people, and you can even put up stuff on the message board if you guys want to, and write to us, and anything you guys say, we do read here at the Drive-In. Importantly, you have to send a request too for songs, and make sure the songs are from a movie or TV show. They can't be just any pop track. It's got to be played in a TV show or a movie, so keep that in mind. Now, time to talk about what's going on today, Thursday, which means it's almost the weekend, and Brian Jew loves the weekend. Why? Because I rest while some of you actually party, but this weekend, I'm not going to rest. I have some other things, on my agenda. But anyway, you guys know that The Drive-In is a weekday show, but I'd like to take a bit to talk about some of the shows in the time slot on the weekend, the same time slot. And on Sunday, we have Weekly Review, which is the show where all the other shows on TBS EFM are discussed and criticized. And you know what? You guys can say whatever you feel like saying. So send an email to efmweeklyreview@gmail.com. That was efmweeklyreview@gmail.com, and tell them how great this show is and how this show really uplifts the rest of your day. If Drive-In wasn't there, you'd have no, existence, pretty much. Just let them know, because I guess the EFM Weekly Review are very strict about their criticism, and I just want them to know that The Drive-In is a very fun show. And best part, make sure you say best host, best PD, best writer, best guest, best engineer. Please say that, please. I beg you. All right, guys, now it's time for the scene of the day. Alrighty, today's scene comes from a really funny and romantic Korean movie, My Sassy Girl, or the Korean title is called 엽기적인 그녀. It was released in 2001, and I know you guys are probably wondering, how they're going to do this, because a lot of listeners are foreigners and don't understand Korean completely. Yes, it's the first Korean film that we're going to actually do on Scene of the Day, so we're going to actually do something new. But before I get to that, I'm going to talk about this scene a little bit. This scene, Kyunwoo, played by Cha Taeyeon, is on the subway with his girlfriend, who actually never gets mentioned, like her name in the film. And she is played by Jeon Ji-yeon, a gorgeous, gorgeous actress. A kid draws a line on the floor, and they decide to play a game where they hit each other depending on whether someone passes the line with their left or right foot. Yes, this game is not a very mature game, but it is a game they played on the subway. And like I said, it's the first Korean movie we're going to do. So what we're going to do today is called real-time voiceover. Yes, that's going to be a little hectic. It's going to be a little difficult, so you guys have to bear with us. And to do that, since there's two people in the scene, we have Mr. Eugene in the studio again.
What's up, Brian?
What's up, Eugene?
How you
Nice
doing?
mustache.
Thank you. I'm gonna play the girl though.
Yes,
Even though I
because
have a
since
mustache.
this is my show and I'm the host, I'm going to be the dude, and Eugene will be the hairy mustache girl for today.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Sorry, Miss Jun Jihyun.
okay, before we start, can you imitate a girl's voice? I want to hear what it sounds like.
Hey, baby, how's it going?
Okay.
I mean, that's the best I can.
That's Eugene's girl voice. All right, guys, you guys ready to listen? Here we go. Do you really have to hit me that many times? Eugene!
That was really funny. My voice
Wow.
changed back into a man voice in the middle.
Yes, like we said, this is the first time ever doing real-time voiceovers, and Eugene went from a woman to a male in the middle of the scene. Wow.
It was during the
Hocus
angry part.
pocus.
It was during the angry part.
So when women get mad, they become men.
Well, I
that what you're trying to say?
wouldn't say that, but I guess got lost in the moment yelling at you. So.
Okay. Well, either way, for you guys who were tuning in just now, that was Eugene as the girl in the scene and the officer, and that was his first acting debut ever here on the drive-in. So
Superstar.
we're gonna give him a IMDb page.
All right. Cool.
And that was me also playing Kyonu from My Sassy Girl. And like I said, that was the first time we ever did voiceovers real time. I don't know if anyone's ever done that before, real time.
I'm not sure about that. It's
I think
possible.
Look at that. The drive-in started a new thing.
Yeah, fist pound.
Boop! Yes, so we gotta get our, what is it called? We're gonna win an award for this.
Yeah, we should.
The writer and the host to start up new trends for radio.
Yeah. And if you guys like this, then tell us on Twitter, and maybe we'll do more foreign movies in the future.
That'll be fun. But just give you a wrap up of the scene. Actually, when they're playing the game, a bunch of army dudes, they start coming in, they march in formation, and it looked like they were going to step over the line with their left feet, while Kyonu would look, and then that means Kyonu can slap the girlfriend over and over again. But at the last second, they do a skip, you know, when they do the marching, left, right, left, and they skip, and they step over with their right feet, which means the girl wins, and then Kyonu gets smacked. And that's why Eugene actually really smacked me here in the studio. So for all my fans downstairs, when you guys see Eugene today, you're more than welcome to smack him back. He looks scared. I'm just joking. I'm just totally joking. Don't smack Eugene. He's a wonderful guy. But you can pluck his mustache off with tweezers if you want.
If you want to. I won't scream too much.
Anyway, this movie was so popular that it was remade into a Western version in 2008. Did you see this movie?
I did see parts of it. It was really terrible, actually.
Bad thing is I didn't see the English version or the Korean version, but I heard the English version wasn't that great.
No, it was really bad.
Alrighty. Well, it's because there's a lot of cultural differences and stuff like that.
Yeah,
It's hard to
actually,
translate
this
that stuff.
particular scene, instead of using army guys, because it's in New York, right? Usually there's no army guys marching around in New York, but they used a marching band instead. Because, marching
Yeah, like marching bands walk through the freaking metro all the time.
Yeah, I know,
That
right?
happens all the time in New York City.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna listen to a song from this film. This is one of my favorites, 선배님s, or you would say, I guess, what's the English word for 선배님?
Superior? No.
Some-
Senior?
Yeah, like
maybe?
senior in the business, in the entertainment business. And this is Shin Seung-hoon, who I really look up to, with the song I Believe from the My Sassy Girl original soundtrack. That was Shin Seung-hoon with I Believe from the My Sassy Girl original soundtrack. And coming up on today's show, it's Thursday. So that means we will see the triumphant return of Miss Christina Sewell. And I really missed her a lot because it's been over a month since I've seen her. I know Olivia's been coming in the studio instead of her because she was overseas for a little bit, and we had to skip her while she was overseas. But today, normally we do Romantic Thursdays with Christina, but this week, since we did Romantic Mondays with Mike Jones, we're going to do Action Thursday with Christina. And girls like action movies too. I know y'all do. I have some friends who always call me to go watch the latest movie that comes out that has action in it. And so we're trying to make it fair here and make it fair that women do watch action movies too, not just romantic flicks and chick flicks. And the best part is we have a strong, independent role model type actually talking about the movies today, or movie, Christina, which I consider like the Angelina Jolie of the drive-in here, because she's like this tough, independent woman. She's a survivor. She gonna make it. Yeah, like Destiny's Child. Anyway, I'm going off track. Stay tuned because that's going to all happen right after intermission. But right now, I want to read some comments. We have a few comments. We have one text that came in, 7395, said, "That was really funny! Ka. Yes, it was funny because it was hard to look at Eugene and take him seriously as a woman with a big old mustache up on his upper lip. And then we have one from the message board. Munsora wrote, I I listen every day while I drive, and it, makes her feel happy. So thank you, Munsora, for listening in. And right now for you guys, we're going to play a song for y'all. It's from the movie Manhattan. And this is Love Is Here to Stay from the Manhattan original soundtrack. Check it out. Welcome back to the drive-in. I'm here with Miss Christina for Action Thursday. We're switching up this week, like I said, because this Monday was Romantic Monday with Mike, which to me, Romantic Monday was kind of more like Disgusting Monday because Mike was doing this kissing sound thing, the smoocho meter.
Why
or whatever.
would he do such a thing?
I have no idea, but it's different when you just go mwah, mwah, mwah. But he kept on looking over towards me doing it. I'm like...
Winking a little bit.
Yeah, you're kind of weird, dude. I mean, me and Mike had a good connection in the beginning, but now I'm going to try to keep him distant for a little bit.
Maybe we should go back to doing Romantic Thursdays.
Yes,
Brian, what do you say?
We're not trying to make it a segregated thing about men and females and separate just because a woman likes romantic movies.
Yeah, I see where you guys are coming from.
I'm not trying to make it like that, but I think we have to go back to that system because Mike's smoocho meter is kind of overwhelming in a negative way. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it.
So anyway, it's been such a long time since I've seen you. When was the last time I saw you? Like a month and a half ago almost.
Was it really?
I think it's been that long.
Wow.
Because last time I saw you, after that, I saw Olivia. Mm-hmm. And then I went to Singapore. Then I went to LA. Then I came back. And I still didn't see you the first week.
That's true. Olivia took over for me that week.
Yeah.
I was in Hawaii. Soaking up the
rays. Okay, why were you in Hawaii?
Well, you were in Singapore, so...
But I went there for work.
I don't want to hear it. Well, I was there for work as well, but I didn't work that much.
Well, actually, I'm not going to lie. I was in LA for work as well for musicals.
Oh, cool.
But we didn't have rehearsal every day. It was like 2 days of rehearsal, 1 full day off, 2 days of rehearsal, 1 full day off. And then even on certain rehearsal days, I only had to go in for like 2 hours or 3 hours, and then the whole rest of the day was off.
That's awesome.
So
you're doing musicals in LA, Singapore, and where else?
Well, Singapore was actually my own showcase, and LA was a musical that I was actually casted for. It was like a 1-day event. It was to commemorate an anniversary for this lady from Vietnam, and
cool.
It was fun, and it was more fun because after rehearsal, I was really busy working on shopping and
working on shopping,
yes,
really, Brian?
Meeting up with friends, and since it was October, going on haunted hair rides and eating a lot and
celebrating.
Yes.
Did you dress up for Halloween?
Actually, no, I couldn't find a good costume because the show was on a Saturday, which since Halloween fell on a Wednesday this year.
Yeah.
Everyone had all the parties on a Saturday.
Yeah, the weekend
before,
before,
right? By the time we were done the show, I didn't have time to get a costume.
Well, that's okay. You were Brian Jew.
Oh, thank you. Actually, I went to, the very famous shop that everybody loves in the States with a big red dot in the middle and the big red circle around it.
What's that?
I'm going to do it with an accent. Target. You can't say the actual name. So
Target.
Yes.
Oh, we can't say the actual name on here?
I don't think so unless they're sponsoring us, yeah.
Oh.
That's right. But either way, I went to there late night and I bought a pumpkin t-shirt for like $9.
So you were a pumpkin for Halloween?
Yes.
That's
or a
original.
guy wearing a pumpkin t-shirt. Everyone went all out with like freaking costumes and, paint all on their faces, and I just had a pumpkin t-shirt. Yes.
Keeping it classy, Brian. That's what I like to hear.
I guess they want us to talk about the movie now.
I guess so.
We're trying to catch up.
All right, sorry. All right.
Anyways, I want to know what movie you brought today for Action Thursday.
Today, I brought the best action film that was made 2 years ago. Summer, July 2010.
I thought you were going to say best action movie of all time, but...
Nah, not quite, but it's still pretty good.
Okay.
So you guys know Angelina Jolie, right? I don't really need to introduce her.
The funny thing is, I didn't know you were going to talk about an Angelina Jolie flick, and I did say that you're like the Angelina Jolie here.
I did hear that, and I was...
So, we have some kind of connection here. Stop looking at me like that, Eugene. He's chewing in his...
Mr. Mustache.
Gimbap.
Your gimbap. I heard that came from your fans.
Yes, thank you, fans.
He's eating all your food.
Yes. Well, I already had some earlier, so...
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Brian can't eat too much, guys.
Yes, because
I'll have some too then before I leave.
Please do. Please do. That's why it's there for everybody.
Thank
for
you.
everybody.
I already had a mandu. Okay,
Alrighty.
so getting back to the movie.
Cool.
All right. So, Angelina Jolie, she's showcasing in this movie Salt.
Okay.
How dangerous we females can be while still maintaining our super sex appeal, right? So, I'm assuming that you watched it, Brian?
I saw this movie.
Did you see it in 2010 or recently?
I did see it. I saw it in the theaters when it first came out.
Okay. Yeah, I did too. Were you a little bit perplexed at the very beginning when she was...
I forget the beginning scene.
North Koreans had her torturing her. I thought I was in the wrong movie theater. I was like, wait a minute, they're speaking Korean. Did I walk into the wrong movie?
That happens to me a lot, though. Yeah.
Remember that, kind of brings me back to Titanic when I was in 4th grade, I think. I was sitting there, and I was expecting Leonardo DiCaprio and, you know, all the old Rose and characters to pop
he is
up.
in the movie.
No, but the movie, the first hour of Titanic was just like them trying to find the stone. And I was so confused as a kid. I was like, oh my
When they're
God,
in
like
the
falling
little
asleep.
submarine and
Yeah.
like boop, boop with the cameras and everything.
Yeah, that's kind of how I felt in the beginning of this movie.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, where am I? But yeah, so in a nutshell,
Yes.
Evelyn Saltz, she's the CIA agent. She's highly respected by her whole team,
Okay.
including her boss, which his name is Ted Winter. But then out of the blue, one day, this Russian spy comes walking into their office and says, the president of Russia is going to be assassinated in a couple days, and the assassin's name is Evelyn Salt. And she's like, what are you talking about? That's my name. And he's like, yeah, so you're a Russian spy as well. And that's what shoots off this investigation. And,
Exactly.
you know, her husband's going to get killed, and she has to run away from the CIA agents, and she's doing all kinds of crazy stuff like, you know.
Well, you don't want to give away too much.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
You only give you a little bit of like a
But it really-
hint. Yeah.
You know, you root for her because you can see that she's like really trying to save her husband. You're thinking to yourself, like, she can't be a Russian spy. Like, she can't be the bad guy. But then you have to keep
That
guessing.
threw me off track too when I was looking. I was watching the movie. I was like, Angelina's not the bad girl in this film.
Right?
She's like the main character.
Exactly.
be the
The
bad
main
guy.
character can't be the bad guy.
Exactly.
That's so true.
Yes. But we're not going
In
to say
that
if she
sense,
is
it's
or
really
not.
obvious, huh?
We're not going to say if she is or not.
True.
But that's what I was
She
thinking
could-
while I was watching the movie.
She very well could be.
Yes, because if we say what the movie's about, I know all the listeners are going to be like, oh my gosh, you and Christina
ruined
ruined
it
the
for
movie.
me."
We never listen to Drive It Again. But the
Only-
Drive-In is where you get the hottest film recommendations.
Exactly. It's a
Exactly.
really good film. I mean, it came out 2 years ago, so I'm sure like the synopsis is out there somewhere.
Even though it came out 2 years ago, if you watch it now, it doesn't seem like a 2-year-old movie.
It really doesn't. And you know they're coming out with Salt too?
Are they?
Yeah.
Is it called Pepper? That was a bad joke. That was a bad joke. Coming soon, Salt 2, Black Pepper.
No.
Oh,
but
gosh.
if they do come up with Salt 2, that's gonna be like pretty amazing.
It's going to be
I think.
amazing, but I'm
Yeah.
wondering what the storyline would be.
Well, you know, at the very end of the movie, she jumped into the Potomac, and she's like, you know, I have nothing left to my name. You have to let me salvage
just ruined
what
the
little
whole
bit.
movie for everybody.
Oh my gosh! I just
Well, you could say,
well,
yeah, the
not
Potomac
really.
is a jump rope. She was jumping with a jump rope.
that
called
doesn't have to be the Potomac River, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Whoops.
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 That's the only bad thing about talking about movies on this show, because sometimes you
It's
want to explain it,
hard.
but then you don't want to explain it in detail.
Exactly.
But then you kind of have to, and if you don't, people are gonna be like, okay, the show's about movies, you're not gonna talk about movies. But then when you do talk about it, then they complain you talked about it too much.
exactly.
It's hard
so what
to
are we supposed to
satisfy
do? It's
people.
a very fine line to tread.
I think you say the name of the movie, give a slight synopsis, and
which we did.
we did. But we should never talk about the ending. And our writer wrote something on the board. Yeah, she jumped into a Potomac Indian. Oh my gosh.
Wait. What?
Oh my gosh.
Indian. What?
I don't know. We're all here at the.
How do we jump
I
into
can't speak right
Indians?
now.
What?
I have no idea. But we here at the drive-in right now, we're all kind of getting sick. I think it started with me. You can hear the nasaliness in my voice.
You look like you lost a little bit of weight too.
I do.
Have you not been eating right?
I've been eating kimbap every morning. But one of the fans on Twitter actually said that my cold voice with the low nasaliness sounds kind of sexy. So
Ooh.
yeah, baby.
Love the fans. Love the fans.
Yes, gotta love them. All right, before we talk about more Salt, we're gonna play a song from the movie.
Which one is this?
This is James Newton Howard. You know the song?
Oh,
Do you not know this song?
one.
Yes.
From the soundtrack.
From the soundtrack.
This one plays at the ending credits
Oh, you're too
after
detailed.
she jumps into the
You
Potomac
ruined it
Indian.
again. You ruined it again. All right, check it out, y'all. This is James Newton Howard with Go Get 'Em from the Salt original soundtrack. That was James Newton Howard with Go Get 'Em from the Salt original soundtrack. And speaking of which, we're still talking about the movie.
Yeah.
With Miss Christina Sewell.
What?
Or AKA Angelina Drivin.
Oh my God! Don't
Yes.
do that.
Yes.
Making me blush over here.
You can't blush. You're like the independent woman who's tough. By
Yeah.
day. She's blushing.
My theme
right now.
song is.
She's a survivor. She gonna make it. She ain't gonna stop.
What?
She gonna keep
Get
trying.
it, Brian?
Yes.
Okay.
We're dancing here in the studio.
Okay, so you know
So-
this role was originally for Tom Cruise. I bet you didn't know that.
So is he gonna wear a wig?
No, this is going to be like a men's role, But then the director, what's his name? Philip Noyce. He decided to take Angelina Jolie in for an audition and was like, oh my goodness.
Well, no offense, I'm a big Tom Hanks. You said he was gonna play
Tom
the role?
Cruise.
Oh, Tom Cruise. I'm a big Tom Cruise fan, and because in Mission Impossible he did great. But then if he played this role,
It'd be
would have
overkill.
been Mission Impossible again.
Exactly. That's so true.
So there's no point of him doing it. No offense, Tom Cruise. I know you listen to my show every day in California. Day. But yes, stick to Mission Impossible flicks. This one, leave it to Angelina Jolie because
Well, I don't
she killed
know
it.
so much about that because, she did the Lara Croft Tomb Raider stuff before she did this as well. So, I mean, who's to say that
Didn't
it wasn't like...
She'd do a movie with that, I forget, with a lot of slow motion cameras. Was that Salt? No, that wasn't Salt. It was another movie.
Slow motion cameras.
She was like a spy in that movie too. But I noticed that
She's
Angelina
done a lot of
Jolie
action
plays
flicks.
a lot of
Oh,
action.
Wanted.
That's it. Wanted.
That's the one. Yeah.
And she plays too many action flicks. I think Angelina, if you're listening right now, change it up a little. You need to do something romantic. Show people that you do have a soft side because we know you do.
yeah.
All people have a soft side.
She does a lot of drama too, but she doesn't do a lot of romance.
Yeah.
You're right.
I think she should do some romance. And once you do, we should do like a fusion romance flick where an American Caucasian woman meets a Korean American guy. You fly to Korea, come to my show, and you fall in love with me at my performance. And boom, action film. We start flying to Russia. We start saving lives while I sing behind your back. All right, that's the worst storyline ever. Anyway,
Just happened.
since I was going off track, we need to talk about the evaluation of this movie.
Oh, the evaluation. Are we already
Yes,
there?
we are because this scene of the what do we call this? A romantic. It's supposed to be Romantic Thursdays, but today's Action Thursday. But Action Thursdays is actually really short if you think about it.
It is. Well, I give this... How are we rating this? Are we doing, shooting pistols or something now that
You
it's
have
Action
to
Week?
make the rating sounds. Right?
Okay. It's going to be pow, 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 right?
Okay, for shooting
I'm going to
sounds.
give it 4 out of 5 shooting pistols. I thought it was really good, but I
Okay.
thought some things were, stretched a bit unrealistically.
Okay.
She was surviving from too many crazy
you
things,
gotta
and I
make-
was like, come on.
you gotta
That
make
didn't
this
even,
sound
give
realistic.
her a bruise.
Oh, she didn't get a bruise in this movie?
Nah.
Come on, Angelina, get a bruise. That sounds weird.
Get a new makeup artist.
Get a new makeup artist. Yes.
Are you ready?
All right. You gotta do the sounds. And I'm gonna do a ghetto version of it after that.
Pow, 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 pow.
This is 4.
That was 4.
Okay. I'm gonna do
That
my
was pretty
version of it. I'm gonna do my ghetto version. Pow chicka pow pow. I'm sorry.
I set you up on that one.
Yes, you did. I was thinking,
Give me 5 on
what,
that.
what can go well with pow? And pow chicka pow pow. Yes.
You thought it.
I did it.
Good one.
I went
All
there.
right.
Yes, I went there, you guys. Do not judge me because that's who I am. And we just talked about the movie Salt, and it got 4 pals out of 5, which means it's good.
That's pretty good.
I always rate it where if the movie gets more, I guess, on the higher evaluation percentage-wise.
The majority of the
even Rotten
of the
Tomatoes.
pals.
If Rotten Tomatoes does 100% and you see a movie at 80%, I'll still see it.
That is a really good movie at 80%.
Now,
For
if they
those
give it
critics,
50 or lower, I
those
won't
people are
watch.
harsh.
They are harsh.
Have you read those before? I'm like, seriously, ow.
It's harsh. But the sad thing is some of their stuff they write up on there, I watched the movie after, and I'm like, I don't agree with y'all. So everybody
Yeah.
is their own critic, I think.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so don't watch... Don't
The
not
audience
watch the movie.
ratings? Yeah.
Exactly. Don't
Audience
not
ratings are
watch
usually
the movie
higher.
because of a rating, but watch it and then judge for yourself.
Well put, Brian.
Exactly.
Well put.
I'm the man of the hour. What? This your boy Brian Jew with your girl Christina. We have to wrap things up with her right now in the studio. But before we send her off, we have another song from the original soundtrack, and this is what song was this? Who's
Hotel room preparations. This is before she blows up St. Bart's Cathedral. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, well, this is Hotel Room Preparations Parade from the Salt original soundtrack, also by James Newton Howard. Check it out. Once again, that was James Newton Howard with Hotel Room Preparations Parade from the Salt original soundtrack. Right now, I want to read some Twitter comments. We haven't read a lot of Twitter comments today, but Only D wrote, I am Tom Cruise's fan too. He's so smart, but I think you are smarter. He, he, he. I'm not going to agree with you, but I'm not going to disagree either. We also have one from Marsha MJ. She wrote, ha ha ha, but she did get a bruise, though, at the end. Oh, did she? Okay. Well, Christina, if you're listening out there, you got to check the movie out again because Marsha said that Angelina Jolie does get a bruise at the end of the movie. We have to check that one out again and be sure that's true. We're not saying you're not. We're not saying you're lying to us. We just want to make sure. We don't want to lie to people on the radio. Also, Chloe Clementinas wrote, mind singing the full song of Survivor? Maybe. I gotta find the right key, maybe find an instrumental to that song, and maybe I'll sing it one day, but right now we don't have time for me to sing that. And also, we have one more from, let's see, who do we want to read? Ria Pascasio wrote, Yahoo, I'm listening to EFM Drive-In. It's always nice to hear your voice, Brian G Music. I'm stuck for an hour. What's good? When you're stuck for an hour, you're stuck with me. Check me out. Anyway, I want to talk about the next song request right now, and this request comes from Johnny, who wrote us an email. He wrote, Dear Brian, last Friday you played a scene from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and then you played the song from that movie. But how can you talk about the Ninja Turtles without playing the cartoon's theme song that we all know? It would really make my day if you could play the cartoon's opening theme song. Well, Johnny, one thing we're known for here at TBS EFM is when you ask, you shall receive. So here's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme song from the 1987 cartoon. Check it out, Johnny. Yeah, I feel like I'm like 12 again. That was amazing. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yes. In Korea, they were popular in Korea too. Ninja Gabugi. Yes, everyone knew Ninja Gabugi. My cousins had the toys and everything too. But unfortunately, right now, it's time to wrap up the show. I hope you guys enjoyed today's hour. I know I had a fun time. Even though I'm sick, I had a fun time. I feel like my cold is getting out of my system. It's like Christina Soul is like a bit of a vitamin C for me. She really uplifted me. Her and I connect so well. And her movie choice was great today. Salt is a great movie. I recommend it. And right now I want to read one more Twitter comment before we have to end the show completely. This is Brian G. Canada. She wrote, Brian G Music, EFM Drive-In, Eugenia's Shoes, I believe is a classic. The song, love this song in My Sassy Girl. I think it was my first Korean movie ever. Yes, she was talking about the scene the other day. It is a classic movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it right now. I recommend the Korean version first, and then you can compare it later with the Western version. Anyways, it's time to end the show with the 1999 film Toy Story 2 soundtrack track. This is from Sarah McLachlan, and this is When She Loved Me. This is Brian Ju signing off. I'll see you guys on Friday, tomorrow, of course. Peace, and stick around for 101.3 Main Street with An Jung-hyun.